this guy, like let's take Orange Juice Gaming. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Orange Juice Gaming
always
is
on the
one of the top YouTubers for Supercell, 3.5 million subscribers. You see his channel; it's pretty much 3 videos of top Supercell games all the time. Like
I know.
he doesn't play anything else basically, and immediately when the game hits, what you have like 5 MoCo videos.
It's 4 a.m. and we're rolling the dice. Matei drops knowledge made of gold and ice. Felix with ads making those coins rise. Jack up designs, worlds chasing the sky. We're the 2.5 gamers, the midnight crew. Talking UA adverts and game design too. Matei, Felix, Shaka bringing the insight. We're rocking those vibes till the early daylight. Matei, UA, master eyes on the prize. Tracking data through the cyberspace skies. Felix stacks dollars like a wizard in disguise. Jacob's crafting realms lift us to the highs. 2.5 gamers talking smack. Slow hockey stick, got your back. Ads are beautiful, they light the way. Click it fast, don't delay.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. This is another episode of 2.5 Gamers. I'm back, and my name is Matej Lančarič.
And I'm Felix Broberg.
And I'm Jakub Remmer.
We
And
never went anywhere.
I know. Yeah, we are your hosts. And I'm not on Tahiti, or what the fuck was it last time?
Tahiti.
Oh, I don't know what you said, but it was so funny.
Yeah, we said you said you're on secondment to Tahiti.
Yeah, there you go. I have whatever that means. Whatever that means. Anyway, so I'm back, and we are talking about the latest launch, MoCo by Supercell. Because, I was at GDC. There were some flyers around the GDC, which were actually MoCo ads. But anyway, before we go into the episode, this episode is brought to you by PVX Partners, the simplest and most effective credit line for marketing. Pretty sure Supercell doesn't need this, but you should think about it, because if you're scaling your game and need funding, here's the deal. PVX Partners, there's no equity dilution, no restrictive covenants, as Ritsky said in our PVX episode, and you can repay as you get paid. It's flexible, fast, and fully tailored for your growth. You can secure the funding in 30 days and get term sheet in just 24 hours. So take control of your UA budget without giving away a piece of your company. Visit pvxpartners.com and see how they can help you grow your business. So last time Felix did a good job of say pvxpartners.com.
I mean, at least I can say tailored instead of Tyler. I don't know who this Tyler person is you keep talking about, but we need to have him on the podcast.
It's mine. My tail. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Hi,
anyway.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Tyler. I met Tyler. Welcome to this year's episode. I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, let's actually try to stream this wonderful game, because Supercell as usual, you can't play it on your emulator. So Jakub is far.
Some of those you can.
Well,
the ones that got killed.
Yeah, good. So here you go. This is me playing the game. Now I can talk, because I can't do multiple things.
Don't worry, you focus on the game. Me and Rima will take it from here.
Yeah, okay. Especially you.
Yeah. Oh, that could have been a good rewarded ad spot. For sure. Yeah, that could have been a good rewarded ad spot. We're not set in a video game store. There's no bear.
Yeah.
Quite close to video game store, man.
Yeah. Ooh,
okay, so let's go from the beginning as usual. So we're reviewing MoCo,
what's happening?
streamlined action RPG by Supercell that we already reviewed in the soft launch, if I remember correctly.
You remember correctly.
Yes, and now it went into global launch, which is, by the way, it seems that there isn't really that much hype as it was during
what do you mean?
Squad Busters and everything, like the new Supercell game global launches. No Chris Hemsworth advertising.
No.
That. So I guess it's more like a stealthy global launch, especially because the game is, or as I understood, in first 48 hours was invite only. So they went.
It's still invite only.
Still invite only. Okay.
You can just get the invites a little bit more often, and as soon as you actually achieve level 5, you can share.
Yeah, your invite code
invites
for 3 people.
Yes, and then if you use those, you get 10 more.
Yeah. So
which is an interesting spin. I will talk about it.
It's like similar to Deadlock, like we played before, but that game never global launch.
Deadlock is quite dead, man. Like
Deadlock is quite dead. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyway, so their global launch, the game, it's definitely very polished and seems finished.
Well, it's very far from finished. Even Ilka mentioned that in his
of course, because it's free to
letter.
play game. But how I mean is that the main, like, compared to something like Project Rise, it's much more finished. Because it's coming from Finland.
Jesus.
One thing I need to note here, and this is quite important, is that Supercell acquired Phantom Game Labs in 2023.
Oh my god, this
which
again?
is but this is the facts, man. So this is a studio that has a game called Rift Busters, which looks quite nearly the same as MoCo. Because my suspicion is that from that point on, they got like some kind of engine support or whatever know-how from that company. I don't know what will happen with that game, because my guess is it's going to be delayed indefinitely, because why it should
Backyard
compete
Monsters.
why it should compete with another kind of a similar game in Supercell portfolio. But yeah, let's see what happens there. But anyway, back to MoCo. So what this is pretty much like a streamlined version of action RPGs on the market. Like, think of it like streamlined Diablo, basically. That I would say is the closest like TLDR definition of the game. It's very colorful, very like I don't even know how to call it, like fast foodish, because everything
fast foodish. Yeah, okay.
Like everything is very snappy and easy to get and like comfortable and stuff like that. So
it's very it's not hard.
Are you comfortable right now, Matej? You're comfortable?
I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
More jokes, and I'm gonna be in heaven.
It's not hard?
No, it's not
definitely not hard. Yeah, so the inventory, if Matej can for now leave, he finishes quest anyway, so let him zip out. Exactly. And let's just go around like what we have here. So the game starts in the room, which is like the video game store, as Felix likes to say. So this is basically main menu that's like put into like a 3D space that's there.
Oh, nice. So many. Oh, okay. Wait, enough.
Wolf stick. Definitely
really?
wolf stick.
We liked the Techno Fist last time, but we always use them, so maybe we should do another one.
Using wolf stick.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I saw, because I was kind of using
that wolf. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Anyway, if you
this is so annoying. Okay, thank you. Okay, just leave me alone. Okay, thank you guys. I know, but we are actually recording a podcast. Just I wanna leave this.
Don't need to click anywhere. Just click on the
I'm
draw.
trying. I'm literally trying to click anywhere else.
And
I need to go here and claim this. Now I can leave.
Now you can.
Okay, so let's start with the inventory. There's lots of stuff in the inventory, but still pretty simplistic.
It's the same thing as it was in the beta.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. So you have your main weapon, which is your main weapon. Usually, every piece of gear is very ability focused, meaning that everything has their own kind of flavor, functionality change, stuff like that. Those things aren't your usual action RPG stat holders like plus HP, plus damage, whatever things that does nothing. Everything here really, like, it's more kind of similar to something like Devil May Cry, or I don't know, like some of these like console hack and slash action RPGs, where you have like every weapon is pretty much like an entity of itself, like we have here. Then we have some auxiliary slots, 3 of those, which could be swapped for stuff like gadgets, which are basically abilities such as self-healing, area damage, monsters, stuns, or whatever stuff like that.
Fireworks, boom balls.
There's
This
built-in
damage.
Yeah, there's built-in
Lore.
dodge skill, which is like the movement ability, which is these days like pretty much necessary with every single action RPG. It just needs to be there. Then we have the mount, which is I guess just the visual.
No,
move
it's
50% faster. Yeah, you can move 50% faster, but you can't take damage. The moment you take damage, you dismount it. Yeah,
exactly.
And then you have those trinkets or passive skills, whatever. So these are like the usual kind of passive thing that you could expect, like vampire aura or like additional lasers shoot from you or area damage from smelly socks around you and stuff like that. All the usual kind of nonsense.
And then we have ring pockets for elite hunters, which is
we'll get
30 plus
pockets later. Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 more slots there for like endgame content. I'll get to it at the end of the review. And then if you leave this menu and go to style, there is a very big focus on cosmetics, and I mean very big focus, because you can't really buy stuff. I mean the gear. You can mostly buy cosmetics, which we'll get to it later. But yeah, so cosmetic menu, there are 4 slots for stuff on your head, stuff on your what's that? Stuff for your hair, stuff for your face, and stuff for your overall kind of gear. Visual, and then 6 emotes, and that's it basically. So that's for the visual thing.
Yeah.
If you leave that and we go to this whole menu, if we go to the left and we get actually to the shop, you can see immediately that the whole shop pretty much start with those cosmetics, like the offers that you would expect, like the first ones, like in Brawl Stars shop. Yeah, this is all cosmetic. Then you have these merch drop gachas, which basically means cosmetic gachas, where a few of these have the hard currency, which are these MoCo gold coins or whatever. They work on the premise, it's a box gacha, by the way, which means a gacha where if you pick a part from it, it's no longer being given again. So you eventually get to the end and like take it all.
No multiples of...
Yeah, no duplicates. Yeah. If we go back to the other one, like these are kind of quite similar, by the way, like at least
I was like, make a bit
more effort to be put into this. Come on, it's like a different shades of gray.
Exactly.
if you go
rose quartz and moonlit shadow, it's actually that's what it is. That's what it says.
Basically. So if you go to starter style gacha, this is the one that's like kind of free, where these tokens that you get here, the merch tokens, are found in maps, which you unlock, and each map has 10 chests, and each chest has 10 tokens, so that's there. And again, you roll through this and kind of complete it quite fast.
You can get 10 of these every day for free, actually, as well.
Yeah. So this is like the noob gear. Then we have
greedy.
Then we have gifts. One more. So gifts is like free stuff that you get from time to time, like these emojis. I think I even got some like titles on like OG crew or whatever and
OG
stuff
crew,
like that.
I'm the OG crew.
You have that. So that's there.
And then you have hunting intern, whatever.
Yeah, hunting intern, whatever. Go back into the shop, and then so daily freebie. No, one more. So daily freebie is okay. We were there, and MoCo gold packs is that hard currency that you would use for those like more premium cosmetic gachas. That's it, and that's the shop.
And if you have content creator burst, you just put 2.5 gamers. We'll earn the money. Of course we won't, but we could.
Yeah, we'll get to creator program later. Let's X that, and let's go into the icon on the left, which is the battle pass.
Oh, here. Oh, no.
No. That is the chat.
This one.
This is the battle pass. So it seems that it's very cosmetic. There is theoretically some power within it because you get XP and you get these chaos chests.
Chaos shards,
Chaos chest, and this is the let's say the main progression of your gear is unlocking these chaos chests, which you get from farming. And what you get from them, you get upgrades from your like current gadgets and modules that slowly unlock, and it's basically like a gacha on rails because you don't have any gold to upgrade or choose which one you want to upgrade. You just get them directly, and the moment you get them, they upgrade. So it's completely on rails. Like, you don't decide anything basically. What you can do, you can a little bit speed it up through this battle pass, which is if you click on get button, I think it's $9.99.
Yeah,
$9.99. You get the exclusive seasonal skins, whatever stuff like that.
All of these, which I don't even like.
We'll get to it. So, and that's it basically. Like, this is the most amount of power that you can buy, pretty much, which
quite
is just
different from Squad Busters first iteration. Huh?
Of course, like Squad Busters, where you could buy direct key consumables, like unlock more things, like, and mega characters. No. So yeah, this is it's like, I don't know. I'll talk about the, like, let's finish the feature set first, and I'll talk about the monetization model later. Then if you go to Portal, there's the main content of the game basically.
Here you can get the invite, so you find this useful, or you just ping me.
Okay, so we have worlds which are basically these non-stop open world dungeons where if you go in, there are shit ton of players that are killing stuff. You usually have quests. The best thing, in my opinion, is that there's like these like 5-minute events when they spawn some very, very good like XP bonuses or whatever, and just the whole server kind of goes in, and there's like 40 players roaming around the map, like killing everything, just like free XP and stuff. So you got missions in these as the game slowly kind of teaches you tutorial. This is done very well, and the onboarding is done like super well. Like, that's definitely hands down drill to the perfect. Like, Supercell funnels are always kind of very, very good, but it's still very grindy. Like, you could think of it literally like starting World of Warcraft area in 2006, where like, go and kill 10 bears. Now go and kill 10 bears and give me their hides, which means that there's a 30% chance a bear drops it, so you need to kill 30 of them, and then go kill 30 wolves, and then give me 30 pelts from the wolves. And stuff like that's basically it. So you go there, and there's always like, do this and do that. And
I thought you were going to say Assassin's Creed instead, but all right.
Yeah, it's the same. But you know, that was early World of Warcraft. It literally worked like this. Like, just like, there's even escort quests, by the way, here, where you need to escort the NPC or whatever, and stuff like that. It's very, very grindy.
Escort have the spirits in Cave of Spirits.
Yeah, see, so it's just like very, very grindy, and like everything's like super, super grindy, and the whole quest system.
You say grindy one more time.
I'm gonna put his profile up on Grindr.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So we have the basic dungeons. Let's go to next one. We have the rifts, which are again kind of similar to Diablo, where you have a timed 4-minute dungeon where you go with other players. You need to defeat the boss. Finally, the boss have some abilities that you need to dodge, otherwise you die. Learn at least a little bit the mechanic. It's not like tank and spank like it is with the normal dungeons. So this is I think a little bit more advanced content. That's how it's called. Okay, Dojo. So Dojo is a single player PvE arena where you go with a chat girl and you defeat waves of enemies unlocked by level 14 or 15, don't remember which one. Pretty straightforward content. It's a time attack. And then you have versus mode, which is PvP, where you either 1v1, 3v3, or like multiple teams, a little bit more. Kind of, I'm quite surprised that there's like so much focus on that point of view. You have this black like belt system or whatever. That's a little bit of a different progression, a little bit of a different loadout there. But yeah, that's basically it for the main modes of the game. And then if you go to Elite or Ellie, the robot that's sitting in your hideout, it's called Elite Hunter Program. Reach level 30 to unlock the Elite Hunter Program. We're lucky that some people were even able to do this because the game's out for like 5 days.
5 days, yeah.
Yeah. And we get that. So if you hand me over the screen, I can show how it actually looks.
Sure.
So here we go here.
Easy.
Did you see the cat that was going around in the living room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
you can come.
What did it say, Jakub? What did it say?
Meow.
Meow.
For it again. Anyway,
see?
so we're gonna
There's
borrow
the
the
invite.
we're gonna borrow this YouTuber's theme. So what happens in Elite Merge? It's basically seasonal content and the Endgame seasonal content. So it reminds me really of Diablo seasons a little bit, but also of Helldivers, because it pretty much unlocks another type of battle pass. I'll show you in a bit. So what this does is that it unlocks the possibility for you to get elite merch, meaning elite cosmetics and elite modules. On top of it, you also can get elite levels, which are again quite similar to Paragon levels from Diablo, and elite small rings, temporary but godlike powers. These are going away from season and reset, because that's pretty much every single action RPG on the market is working on a season reset model, because you can't, grind forever and then no new players are able to catch up with you. And elite projects, I guess those are just these like top quests that are there. We can show them in a second as you move in. So this is the battle pass, the elite pass, sorry, that if you pretty much get these and start to do the quests, the elite quests, you get points into this. If I understand, these are the
Do you see the wolf there?
Yeah,
it looks like me.
A little bit, yeah.
It's armor, man, not the hair.
Oh,
It is hair.
It's
No, it's
hair.
not.
It's hair.
It's hair.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, you can buy these two only if you have the elite pass. Yeah, for $24.99. Yeah. And then all the rest of these goodies that you have in the pass, where we are, blah blah blah. Yeah, the rest of these you can buy from those tokens normally, even if you're a free-to-play player. You just need to like hit level 30 and start getting these from the quests. So that's there. But again, it goes similarly as Helldivers, where you like complete one page, and again, you spend 150 tokens in that first page, then you can progress and unlock the second page, where you get again a module, you get some of these whatever cosmetics. Yeah, here we have the Elite Hunter program. This is pretty much like seasonal quests. I don't know, reach Elite Hunter level, whatever, 10, collect small rings, hunt Mega Church, Smasher, whatever, like the usual thing, like pretty much kill endgame content of the game consistently and daily. That's basically summarized. That's it, basically.
Yeah, that's it.
So like again, very similar to something like a streamlined version of like Diablo seasons or what PVX does there. Yeah, and there's of course the leaderboard. Everybody's going after that one, and yeah, I think we can show a few of these things. So let's say this is a like elite ring, one of those that will be going out if the season resets. Those will live in those 3 slots that are reserved for the Elite Hunter program. You see, it's kind of pretty strong because like 7% of damage just from one slot is a lot, and I think
also,
it's not even
attack speed as well.
Yeah, and it's not even leveled up; it's on level 2. So imagine this would probably can scale up to something like 10 or 15 easily, and you have like multiples of these. Then we have what we have. Yeah, precisioning weapon, critical chance is always the best stat to go for. So why not? And then the thing is that as the creator is showing here, new worlds of course unlock after you complete the Elite Hunter program, because again, Elite Hunter program 20 required, which means again another.
I mean, how can this guy? I mean, I know how he plays this basically the whole day.
No, you switches people. Like one sleeps, the other plays.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
That's how it's done.
It's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
So basically the quests that you would have normally there, as Matthew showed you, the projects now turn to elite projects, and it's pretty much like same but different, where it's just harder content and more stuff there, but the principle and the scaling is pretty much the same. So that's there. Those were the dojos. I think they also unlock like pretty much every single type of like content type unlocks like additional like harder difficulty of content. Here you have the versus one, and that's it pretty much. Like definitely not that big. What I should say. What do you mean?
I can say that there was this announcement from Ilka, which he basically published on the Supercell website, which says, so we decided to greenlit MoCo for global launch. You will need an invite to join. And then if you know anything about Supercell, then you know we're about risk taking, truly believe in MoCo, and can't wait to see where it goes.
This is really a risk.
Wait, Angela, this launch isn't like anything we've done before. To join MoCo, you need an invite, then blah, blah, blah. Our commitment is long term. Rather than going for scale immediately, we want to learn what works, make improvements, and build MoCo together. We are playing the long game and want our community of hunters to be able to give direct feedback and help the future of this project. So,
isn't that what a soft launch supposed to be?
I just don't know if it still applies. The Supercell is looking only for games that make 1 billion a year.
Yeah, maybe yes, but not from day one, I guess.
I'm not saying day one, but like,
still, yeah, I think this is a bit.
Yeah, like let's look at the numbers.
Different.
I know the shit because it's just 4 or 5 days. Like we have like Saturday's numbers, which says 400k downloads a day,
So
which is a lot.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Instantly, US is not the biggest one, but again, this is very shaky because it usually rolls. So we'll get to it. Revenue is kind of trailing on 50 to 60k a day, which again could be irrelevant because it could like recalculate, but still it means it's not big yet. And we know that for sure, because if you look at top charts metrics, which are just taken from the the tables in the stores, MoCo is trending on 27th place in iOS US store on download charts, but it's nowhere to be seen on the grossing charts.
Go on Saturday instead of today, or are you on Saturday?
I'm on today. Let me go.
Okay, go yesterday because I think I saw it a bit higher yesterday.
So 18, yeah. Yesterday was higher, but it's the download charts, not grossing charts.
Yeah.
And if you go to the last grossing charts on like 100,
I mean, it's 50k together on all the geos.
Yeah, it's 50k altogether, and this is what like 43k US iOS only.
Yeah,
that's the requirement to get on this table. So
yeah, that's not there. So I want to say, I think they just started releasing games more often because it was just, took a long time to get somewhere, and they were just kind of iterate on the go because that's what happened with kind of Brawl Stars, I guess.
But the thing is that kind of like, let's talk a little bit about the design philosophy of this game regarding the monetization. So you have like heavy cosmetics, and then you have what?
Well, Battle Pass.
Yeah, you have the Battle Pass, but the Battle Pass, it's like I don't know.
So wait, you need scale, right?
Yeah.
But RPGs work on power. Like it's HP damage scaling all the way. People care about it's a power fantasy game.
So pay for comfort.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, So what you're saying is that Squadbusters was too heavy on the monetization, and MoCo is too not heavy on the monetization.
Yeah, Squadbusters was heavy on monetization, but that game had a problem that it was a PvP game. PvP games cannot be heavy because, again, people don't like when they're getting steamrolled by other players, by wallets.
Stage shooter switch monetization. Stage shooter switch.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty much.
But in PvE games, man, like Raid Shadow Legends or whatever or stuff, like you don't care because you're just using your wallets on the monsters. You don't like PvP is an afterthought in these games. So I don't know. Like for me, it seems that I would expect it that at least some kind of a gacha with power progression would be there, but it seems there's zero of that. So I don't know. I'm kind of and the biggest thing that kind of scares me, or not scares me, but like this is the biggest problem with ARPGs. I'm playing ARPGs all the time, pretty much from my childhood, and I've been playing stuff like Diablo and Path of Exile for like last 20 years. It's that Endgame is very hard to do with these things because it gets so like more of the same all the time.
The Helldiver syndrome.
Not Helldiver syndrome. Like this syndrome has been all over the place much more sooner, and the only guys that were able to figure it out were guys from Path of Exile, because they created this like university requiring endgame content atlas map or whatever that's like so hard to even understand that like I don't think so like streamlined version of this will work, because at some point like this diminishing numbers will kick in, meaning that of course you can have a different map, you can have more damage, you can have more whatever, but in the end it's like a scaled Excel sheet. Like you need different functionality for this thing to kind of add flavor into it. That's what Path of Exile is also doing with their seasons. They're radically changing the game every 3 months with like a new league mechanic for it to work, which I don't know how this thing's gonna work. I'm even more pessimistic than I was with Squad Busters.
So you're saying they need rewarded ads?
Obviously.
Obviously.
What else?
I don't know, like the other problem is that of course like I'm not the target audience for the game, even though I'm really loving ARPGs. Like as I said, this is like,
who's the target audience in this case?
I don't know. Like as I said, like this is like a fast food version of ARPG. Like
it's very simplified. It's
even
very
Diablo for me is very light.
Yeah, I mean, but you are the university degree.
I'm out of this. Like I admit this.
Come
like,
on.
This is
This
not for
like
me.
Yeah, this is too much. But it's like for me, it's just too boring. I mean, I'm a Diablo is kind of repetitive as well. But like this in level 5 was like, what the fuck should I do? I mean, it's like I don't have any motivation to actually keep playing. And then after level 13 I got all these messages from the guys at GDC like, yeah, well, I'm all level 13. It's like, it's like too much grind.
Yeah, that's also the point. Like I don't see currently that the game can add a lot of depth based on their design vectors. They're just like
vectors.
Like, there's no possibility to scale. Like,
what does that even mean?
No. Wait. So, Jakub, instead of doing this, like, what are the 3 things that could be done where this could actually scale in your mind? Like, what are the 3 things?
I don't think so. They can, like, what I'm saying, like, don't do what I said, because that way you just make the game more complex for different audience. I think they're going for an audience that like want this fast food version of a game, but I never saw it. But that was my thing, because ARPG people are usually kind of hardcore people.
Okay, but look how it looks like. It's very kind of colorful, cartoony. Casual, cartoony version. It's very similar to Brawl Stars, I guess, kind of in a way, in terms of like how the colors look like and the whole theme and art style. A little bit more hardcore to like what we see on the screen at the moment, but it should be like 18-ish. Kind of 18-24. Like how much money they have?
I don't know, but like it works with PvP games, because you have all the Fortnites and everything.
Sure, of course.
Like Brawl Stars is basically playing that demographic. That's okay.
Yeah. That's why.
Have you seen any Diablos doing this?
No, exactly. No. So it's basically a mismatch of the kind of core gameplay with the audience and style and how it kind of looks like, and if it's been because it's simplified too much.
I don't know. Like the problem is that I don't think so. If they add more mechanics into it or like make it more deeper, that it would fit their demographic or their scale that they're looking for. Yeah, they would change the demo that they're probably going for, so they can do it. So the question is, if this even fits the thing. Like I don't know.
Also, if they're now, like now they have 1 million players, or how much was it?
How many downloads?
Installs? No, all together.
Altogether, this has like 400k downloads a day.
Yeah, but it's okay.
You mean DAU?
Actually, no, downloads. It actually says 300,000 per day. Total like 1.
Total downloads 1.5 million.
Yes,
but this is Saturday number, so by this time it's like somewhere like 3 probably.
3? Okay, it's okay. Fair enough. 3, maybe 2.5, whatever.
Yeah.
If they have the feedback from these people, it's never gonna be like going into the Diablo Path of Exile kind of direction, because these are the first adopters, I guess, which again is the young audience.
Cosmonauts.
It's called golden cohort, man.
Golden cohort. Well, but is it the golden cohort? I mean, it is.
It is a golden cohort, man,
because
those are people that are going through the friction of using fucking QR code.
No, I see.
Okay, we can grind this, but should we talk about?
I'm just gonna go to the direct marketing.
Right, yeah, that's where I wanted to go. Good.
Because this is a golden cohort because these are all the Supercell fanboys basically.
Yes.
Because they're using all their
channels
paid creators, which some people from Supercell says that it's basically for engagement, but honestly, think about it. You have a shit ton of videos on YouTube from these creators, which is basically
quite a lot.
Yeah,
which you have basically here, where there's stuff like 250,000 shorts, 250,000 videos, all around the place with all the Supercell YouTube army pretty much spamming this thing all over the place.
And they get paid for this, right?
Yes.
Or is this just people making content because they like it, or they get paid for it?
That's why I mentioned there is the creator program.
Program just give you 5% of buy if somebody inputs the code, which is peanuts, to be honest.
But it's still additional revenue.
It's additional revenue, but come on. These people are definitely given some influencer stuff money.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Access. Yeah.
Not only access,
even
but
access,
also
they're definitely on the payroll. For sure.
I didn't mean access to the game. I meant access to Supercell.
Yeah, of course. For instance, this guy, let's take Orange Juice Gaming. Yeah. So Orange Juice Gaming
always on the
one of the top YouTubers for Supercell, 3.5 million subscribers. You see his channel, it's pretty much 3 videos of top Supercell games all the time.
I know.
He doesn't play anything else basically. And immediately when the game hits, what you have? 5 MoCo videos.
Every time we talk about the game in a beta, it's us, him, and all the other Supercell basically guys, and we are not paid.
But he gets the build before us because he gets the best build.
Oh my god, of course, way before us, obviously.
Yeah.
So
and this same thing applies, of course, to TikTok. With also all the TikTok people, and it's really telling when you go through these. And for instance, where was
all
this?
Supercell?
Yeah, it's all Supercell. So let's say we have this creator where he just posts Brawl Stars videos. Why should he even post MoCo? Because it's different genre for these people. Bam, there's a MoCo video in his feed immediately, and this goes on and on. And those have 500,000 views each.
So how much do you actually have to pay some of these? Is it only rev share from the people that sign up with their code, or is it they actually pay up front for video creation as well?
I think they're on the payroll for a monthly retainer, basically.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
So they have a deal you need to make X amount of videos for XYZ.
I mean, Supercell is still quite light on the revenue share and monetization. So I think this is just look, guys, we love you. Here's some money, and also guys, if you know how Supercell, I mean, they have a creator program. I was actually talking about it. They paid a lot of money to the creators. Let me just put it up.
But creator program is the thing that you said. Input the code into store, they get 5% of kickback. That's it. You need to roll into that to be certified, whatever Supercell creator or something.
That but still seems to me paid UA.
Yeah, it's influencer marketing. It's let's call it what it is. It's very simple and it's done perfectly well. I'm just kind of baffled that it's not being told or called how it is.
I was actually talking about this. So, and I've wrote the future of UA, which is creators in mobile UA. And in 2018, so Supercell opened this OG content creators and asked what they want, and they said creator program and portal. So they have tiered reward system, creator codes, and Supercell has recruited over 1,000 of creators. They claim some creators grew the viewership by 600%. So you have the robust creator program offers the benefits: creator Discord channel to share tips, knowledge, and network; first access to previews and create content before launch; earn money for in-store in-app purchases. That's what we said. Exclusive first looks, tools, access to Supercell support; Fun Kid Media Kits. So we have all of these, and there's some Elixir currency and different things. So yeah, I mean, not bad. And the creators earn exclusive merge and skins, whatever. But still,
no, like this is
campaigns and other promotions.
This is why they can use.
Reach. That's the thing.
This is why they can use fake ads, because they're already doing this, which is going directly against the spirit of fake ads.
Yeah, look. So there's the product owner of Supercell program, creator program says, like, they believe it's better to focus on the relationship you're building and not just use the creators for views. I mean, I guess that's where the engagement comes from when we were kind of discussing this with the Supercell guys.
But what is going on with your camera? It's like it's been zooming in and out like you're the hot girl in a movie. Like
I know it's trying to bother you probably.
It's working.
Yeah, but what I mentioned here is that the videos and everything, like, think of it as like it's not like one press of a button. It's like constant flow all the time.
Of course.
Like the Orange Gaming guy is whatever
It's
doing
all
this
over
for
the
years.
place. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
And they constantly talk about like how they're flown to fly over them to Helsinki, basically to Supercell HQ, show them around, and give them kind of royalty treatment, because again, this is their like UA soldiers, basically.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. This is the UA. That's basically so, because then everybody's like, oh, well, there's no UA. Well, this is the UA basically. And I know it's
organic, but not really.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a new thing.
In UA, we call this misattribution, because this is exactly what it is. It's not, I mean, you pay these guys and they bring you installs. That's paid installs. However you want to look at it. It's different UA, yes. It's not Facebook, TikTok, Google, whatever, uploading. No, of course no. But it's still paid UA.
Yeah, like would you get these downloads if you didn't, like some of these organic downloads, if you didn't hire these creators? You
will get way less than what you see at the moment. That's the thing. Way less. And I can say these flyers and everybody Supercell changing their titles to match the MoCo, that was really funny.
So clever.
Really, so
keep in mind, it's coordinated. Everything's coordinated to the point that, like, at the second, everybody does the same thing.
Yes, yes, for sure. Like, this was very well prepared. Heads off, really good thing. But it's around GDC where it's true that there are like people from the industry, like they want to see all the convention, blah blah blah.
Nobody cares, man.
But nobody cares about the developers. Exactly, nobody cares. No, nobody cares. I couldn't even play the game because I had shit tons of meetings. I downloaded the game. It's like, whoa, okay, great.
But the marketing shtick with the posters on GDC was just like, because we can. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, like, now people will start saying, "Oh my god, this is great. We are gonna do the same." And they're gonna fail so much.
Everybody who's trying to do the same as Supercell is gonna fail. That's what always happens.
Exactly. They done it because they could, and it made my day. It was great. Should I do it? Absolutely no. Should you do it? Absolutely no. I mean, fine. You're not Supercell, and the camera says exactly the same thing. No fucking way. But.
Are you doing that on purpose? Because it's like winding me up so much. Like, I need to just stand up and take that camera and throw it out the window.
Yeah, don't worry. This is amazing. I love it. No, anyway, just back to MoCo. So all these, also the invites and everything, it's I think it's just another hurdle. And even if this wasn't there, this is just something which is called, a viral effect, because then you need to invite all these other people, but you would get into the game anyway because it's Supercell and it's a new launch. That's it. And everybody wants to play the new Supercell game. Everybody. So I guess that with combination of all these YouTubers and creators, then you have 300,000 installs per day. How long this can work without the actual paid UA on the UA channels? Maybe another week.
This is the thing that like completely bogs me, that like on one hand we're talking about like all the heavy hitters from China with like Whiteout Survival and Last War, like using everything they can to lower the CPI.
They're throwing the kitchen sink at
they literally throw kitchen sink at you, and then you have this against it. Like,
but different mentality, man. Like it's a different mentality. It's just
same market, same money, same players.
But the crazy thing is, like, it works, right? Like Brawl Stars. Like,
wait a second.
Wait a second. Let me go a little bit back. It works for Brawl Stars. They fucking started pumping so much money into that game when they turned that shit over into the rocket ship. Like you can't say like it works. It works to a certain scale and certain extent. If you want to really scale the game, then you start doing UA, which they started with Brawl Stars. That's it. You can have all the creators in the world. It's not endless. They also have some like a number of their followers. That's it.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Which I don't say it in a negative way. It's just like, this is how it works. Welcome to the gaming industry. Thank you very much.
No, yeah. So basically, to sum it up, we're definitely gonna keep this on the radar as usual. I'm curious myself. Like as I said, I'm kind of pessimistic. Like the game. Don't get me wrong.
You're always pessimistic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
No, just
Nothing
wait
new.
a second.
Nothing new.
We'll do next review. I'll show you which I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I know.
No worries. But just saying that the end game will be probably the key, and I think they probably need to kind of add some flavor mechanic or something that, again, similar to like streamlined version what Path of Exile does probably, or something like that, because it's gonna be very repetitive. And it
already is.
Yeah, RPGs are repetitive. That's why they're played in Korea, because people like grind there.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, probably something in that manner. Because for me, it also seems to be like this kind of play on, like for instance, you see that in the room, there's like the cool room.
Yeah,
where you can go and have target dummies, and you can test your abilities and show off to other players. It all seems to me, and even games that are with very high focus on cosmetics means that it works only in social status. So it needs to be
show off
communities and show off effect. And again, this whole thing like sounds to me like they're going for this kind of more of like Fortnite-ish / roguelite, Robloxy.
Look,
everything.
I can see that there are mods and like people build their own stuff within the MoCo universe, and that's how they earn money. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, just saying. But the thing is that it's still an ARPG.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Gonna be interesting anyway. Always pleasure to see a new Supercell global launch to kind of cover that one.
Yeah, because it was really creative. Just
honestly, this stuff went down the LinkedIn. Let me just explain that quickly. What happened? Like everyone in the industry kind of saw that basically a bunch of people at Supercell, they changed their job title to Chief Chaos Agent at
a bunch of people, pretty much
exactly. And the thing is,
Ilka.
yeah, and the thing is, what they're doing there is basically if you update your job title, that gets the biggest boost on LinkedIn because it's what you get the most reactions to. So basically, you're getting free impressions. And if you get 30 to 60 employees that are very followed, because Supercell is a very followed company, everyone in the industry will know about it. And I haven't seen this before, and I thought it was quite clever.
It's very clever. But then,
super clever.
Do you want the gaming industry to play your game or players to play your game? I mean, that's simple.
But this is again in the same category as because we can.
Yeah, exactly.
But exactly. I mean, it was pretty hype. It was pretty hype.
Of course.
Kudos, guys. Of course.
That's the brand identity thing, but not against the game, but against the company. It's against the company.
Yeah. Not performance marketing. We'll see you on the other side of the revenue. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe, share this podcast with your industry friends, family, and dogs and cats, and all the hunters in the MoCo. If we don't get cancelled, but join the Slack channel as well, and then see you next time. Thank you very much for listening.
Yep.
Cheers.
Bye
bye.